Well, if you are watching this, I am sitting here at the Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport getting ready to go on the trip of a lifetime. We are heading to Japan. Had a layover here, which was kind of nice because I'm actually from Atlanta, so it was nice to see some old realms, but we are now heading on down to Japan. It's a whopping 16 hour flight, so bear with me. We're in it together. Guys, we're about to go board our plane now. Let's head to Japan. This is exciting, and there might be a few surprises along the way as well. Well, we're in Japan. I didn't think we would get here, but we are here at the Sheraton Bay Tokyo Grand Hotel. We have a nice ocean view right out the window, which I'm going to show you in just a few moments. We're only here for one night, unfortunately, but that is okay because tomorrow we are going to Tokyo DisneySea for the very first time. Yes, that is right. I cannot express how excited I am to bring you guys along for the journey. Man, I can't believe we are actually here sitting in Japan. It's insane. Oh my gosh. Now the bus ride was about 55 minutes long, give or take, with all the stops that it did make. But it does stop at all the Disney resorts and the two parks, Tokyo Disneyland and DisneySea, along the way. So definitely account for that. But it does take you directly from the airport and drops you right off here at the hotel. Let's take a quick look outside. And if I could just open this. Look at this. Oh my gosh. That is the bay right there, or the ocean? Oh my gosh, like, come on. You got a nice pool right down there in the center. You got an indoor pool as well. Definitely would come in handy in this kind of chillier weather. I honestly cannot recommend this hotel enough just based on this view. We came down to the bottom floor of the hotel and found this cute little shop called the Disney Fantasy. Let's go check it out. They have all your little park needs like candies and, you know, little souvenirs. You've got it all. And from my understanding, these like crackers that you can actually get in these different packages themed are actually very popular here in Japan, and something that you can basically buy in like bulk and then bring back to your friends and family back home when on vacation as little souvenirs or trinkets. So this shop seems to primarily sell those kind of goods. What did you find?
I found a hand puppet, and it's Baymax.
What are these?
I don't know.
And of course, they got Baymax, enough Baymax to go around. So before bed, we decided to come over to a little market area called Ixpiari. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing it. It's sort of their version of Downtown Disney or Disney Springs without the Disney name, but they have a lot of Disney shops, so don't worry, you'll still get your Disney fix. But let's just walk around for a little bit before heading back to the hotel room to call it in for the night. Taking some inspiration from the US, so got, of course, Outback Steakhouse and Red Lobster. But then over here, you got the Disney store. I thought for a second this was Duffy, but I guess not. You might only be able to find them in the parks. Down here though, it does look like they have some smaller variations of the bears, and then you could buy different clothes to dress them up like different characters. Like this is Nick Wilde, of course, Judy Hopps. Look at this, Baymax is doing the little heart hands. We just grabbed some food now at a place called Susan's Meatballs over at the marketplace, and it was pretty good. We tried some of the long potato fries. Those were definitely tasty, but now it's time to head back to the hotel room and get some well-deserved rest before we start our exciting day tomorrow. Konnichiwa! We're finally here! Tokyo DisneySea! Oh my gosh, how did we get here? A park that I've wanted to come to all my life, and we have finally made it. You guys, join us for one insane day here. Right behind me, the massive volcano, the icon of the park. We already rode the ride, Journey to the Center of the Earth, that is housed inside that volcano. And it was so cool. Like, I don't think anything can top it. It's like Test Track, but I would say it's much better than Test Track. It feels faster because it's indoors in the dark, and it was insane. We entered from over there on the other side of the lagoon, and from the looks of it, the park does not seem that big. But you got more down that way. You got more up that way. I know Fantasy Springs is through some caverns through the center of the volcano, which is cool. So a lot of the park is just hiding. You have to explore and figure it out, which is one of the things that I do love about this park, just walking around. Why can't we have this in the US? That ride was spectacular. It's very similar to Frozen Ever After at Epcot, but takes it up to 100. That ride was spectacular and very long. It was almost about a 7 or 8 minute ride, which I think is a great length for a boat ride. That ride, spectacular. They have the queue space to hold a long line, but right now, with a busier day here at the park, from my understanding, this is considered the off-season. I don't know what kind of busy season they have. With the longer waits, they are using this standby access pass, which is what we did. And the ride was great. I could do this 100 more times and never get old. Of course, we have a lot to see and do here, so let's get going. Over at the Snuggly Duckling, we tried only one offering from their menu. It is the Rapunzel Magical Milk Tea. It was pretty good, really sweet, and I kind of enjoyed it. I'm getting more into milk tea. I used to not like it as a kid, but in my adult life, I do like milk tea. And so that was our one offering that we tried here. I'm now standing inside the outdoor seating area for the Snuggly Duckling, and looking around, it's a very nice place to sit. It feels like they almost have heaters out here. Now, something I would have liked to know before visiting was that Raging Spirits, the big like roller coaster here with a single loop, is actually closed under refurbishment. I mean, I can see it right now. It is behind scaffolding, so I don't know how long this extensive refurbishment will take, but I would have, liked to know that before visiting the park. But hey, that's okay. Booking everything around a trip like Japan is hard, so, planning for when it would have been open would have been near impossible. It's okay that it's closed. Things like this are gonna happen when booking a vacation. I get that. It's okay. After a long search for some place to eat, we decided on Volcano Restaurant. It took a lot longer than it probably should have just to find some place to sit down because, we're in a different country, different culture, and of course with that, different food offerings. But I was quite pleased with what we got. I got like a shrimp and rice bowl, which was pretty tasty. And then we got like a bao bun, pretty tasteless on its own, not a whole lot of flavor. But once I learned I could dip the bao bun in like the juice or the sauce on the shrimp, it was a lot easier to eat and added a whole lot of more flavor to that food offering, which made it kind of enjoyable. I quickly wanted to stop into a place called Nautilus Gifts, a little gift shop over here by 20,000 Leagues, to see if they have any park exclusive merch. But instead, I was greeted with about 90% Baymax. If you were looking for Baymax, it does not come short here at the park. DisneySea merch, a little harder to come by, but Baymax, you'll find him about anywhere. I'm standing here filming this and now a boat just passed in front of my shot. That is cool. These boats run throughout the park. I don't even know where you board them, but that is so cool and unique. Konnichiwa! 20,000 Leagues, I'm glad I did it. However, as a tall person, I'm 5'11", it was very difficult to look out of the little window. I missed like half the show, I feel like, just trying to get down on like a kid's level to look out, but still really cool. I know they got rid of the one in Magic Kingdom years ago. The one at Disneyland turned into a Finding Nemo experience a while ago, so this might be the last remaining 20,000 Leagues ride on the planet. Someone fact check that for me, I really want to know. But other than that, a one and done, glad I did it. Now let's go and experience some of the other amazing attractions here at DisneySea, because there's still a lot that we have to explore and do. Now this is an area that I did not even know if I knew existed. It's a Little Mermaid area, but it's all indoors. It's entirely enclosed. Why can't we have more of this in the States? Especially Florida in particular, where it rains a lot during the summer months. This would come in handy, sure enough, and I just wish that we could get it over there. I'm glad that I took the time to step in here and just explore, which I think is a good key word here to use, explore. Tokyo DisneySea encourages you a lot to just look around, take your time. No need to rush to any of the big rides here. Exploration is definitely a big part of the Asian parks over here, in my opinion. I think that is a good way to put it. What we're gonna do now is hop on over to Indiana Jones, because we actually secured a 40th anniversary priority access pass. This kind of works like a free lightning lane or fast pass. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now and hopefully diminish our line significantly. Indiana Jones was cool to see. I'm glad we did it. If you've done the one at Disneyland, same ride, same premise. I will say this one had a lot more of the effects working. So if you like a ride, you know, being ridden how it is intended, definitely don't sleep on this one. I'm glad we did it. So I just noticed they have like a little Baymax shoulder plush. Like, he just clips on, a little different than how they look in the States, but a little shoulder buddy. Look at that. And those hats they see everyone wearing, these are them. You got Baymax right here, of course. You got Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, some Toy Story characters. These are very popular over in the Asia parks. I see people wearing them all the time. And you can get them over here at this little cart by the exit of Indiana Jones. What did we just get? Oh my gosh.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Oh, it's chocolate. That's actually really good.
I got
oh, wait,
strawberry.
they're different flavors. Oh, vanilla. I like mine. Mine's good. Mine's like pudding.
And my poor American mind wanted to see where all the Duffy stuff was. And I was like, this park doesn't really have a whole lot of Duffy, but here it is. Sure enough, one of the few bits that we have not explored yet. We did it, we came all this way, and we found Duffy. Yep, I am definitely home right now. That's cool.
That's really neat.
How is this a Disney park? It's obviously themed after like New York. You got like a New York deli right over there. You cannot convince me that we are standing at a Disney park. It's unbelievable. Yeah, you really cannot convince me that we are standing in the middle of a Disney park. They got like Venice, Italy here. They got a nice little American area. I mean, come on. It goes over that way, not too sure where it goes. Konnichiwa. We stopped at this little place called Gondolier Snacks by the Italy or like Venice area, and of course had to get some iced coffee. Beneficial when you're traveling to other countries because, oh my voice. Beneficial when you're traveling to other countries because you never know when you're gonna find a Starbucks. I know they had like a Starbucks in like the little shopping district outside the park, but when you're in the park, not as easy to find. So had to get some iced coffee. A middle of the day pick me up. Now tell me, why would I travel thousands of miles to another country to ride a little junior coaster? Well, when the only other coaster in the park is closed, you gotta do what you gotta do. So we're gonna go on Flounder's Flying Fish Coaster, a little junior coaster over here by the Little Mermaid area of the park. So let's go hop on it right now. I think it has about a 30-minute wait, which is about as long as I would wait for this type of ride. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Now we come all this way, and I found it very hard not to pick up a few ride vehicle diecasts. Look at that. That's the ride. That is what you ride on. Is that Frozen? No, Tangled, I think. Yeah, Tangled. And I did collect all 3 of the main e-tickets from Fantasy Springs. So I got the Peter Pan ride, Tangled, and Frozen. And I mean, this was so far my one purchase that I've made here at the park as like a souvenir, and I'm glad I did because I'm a big collector of like these little ride vehicle toys, and the US parks don't really have them as much anymore. So anytime I visit a park that does have them, I just can't walk away without grabbing a few. And yes, it is nightfall now, so we're gonna head back into Fantasy Springs just to look around. Not gonna do much. I just want to see the whole place lit up for night. Now, maybe you guys know something that I don't, but how are there Mickey-shaped pretzels? Or are they? No, they're Mickey-shaped. Tell me how there are Mickey-shaped pretzels in a Frozen-themed land. How does that make any sense? That about does my Fantasy Springs fix. Let's head on back over to the other side of the park because our time is running out here at the park today. I don't know if you heard that, but that is the exact loop that they play over at Epcot. That's cool. That is very cool. Now, I originally wasn't gonna film inside of this store right behind me. It's called McDuck's. This is a much larger selection of your Duffy merch if you are in the park looking for, Duffy. What's kind of interesting and why I wanted to quickly film this as I'm running out of time here before the park closes tonight. They kind of have a way of limiting how much you can buy. They scan your park ticket, and basically it's one transaction per park ticket. So one transaction, you basically will scan your park ticket. If you've already been in the store today, they won't let you buy any more Duffy merch. That is it. So purchase, what you need usefully, use your time, and then you just won't be able to return to the store later. But they don't check your ticket until you are checking out. So if you want to quickly walk through the store, that's fine. Just know that you won't be able to return to the register to purchase some Duffy merch. It's kind of their way of limiting how many sales they make in a day. Well, DisneySea, you've been fun. But now we're gonna head back to the hotel, pack up our belongings, and then head for our next leg of our adventure down more center Tokyo and start things off again tomorrow morning.